Hey guys, Tyler here from Solvay Solutions Group. I want to talk to you briefly about ASL, American Sign Language. Last night, Lisa and I went through a class about it, and I thought it was very fascinating. Good reminder, when I was in grade 1, I actually used to know sign language, I believe, fluently, but I don't remember much of it now. I know every morning I had to do the O Canada National Anthem in sign language. Kind of a cool thing to brag about. Not so cool if you can't remember it anymore. But either way, there it is. Some of the things that I did remember last night and some of the things that I learned that I thought was interesting, I wanted to share with you. One, how to say how. How. Two hands together, right? And you're twisting it, right? And you're twisting it. I saw a few different versions. One where you're pointing it to yourself and you're just moving the right. The other one, people going like this. I also learned that there's different variations depending on where you learned it, different habits, just like when people talk. People have different uses for words, how they say them, how they construct sentences. There's some variety when it comes to sign language as well, which was a good reminder if you're watching this like, well, that's not exactly how I was taught. There's different versions. Not saying mine is right. Either way, thought I'd share some of these fun things. So that was how. What was interesting? What's like this? Huh? And eyebrows are really important because you got to throw them. Be like, I don't know. What do you want to do? Right? You got friends. Friends, sorry. Those are these fingers, right? The index fingers. These are friends. The other one I thought was interesting was how to remember some certain letters. And this I did remember from going back to grade 1 and kind of how to remember these ideas. This wasn't taught at the course, but I thought was interesting. The letters A, S, and E I find look really similar, okay? A, S, E. Very similar. So here's how I remembered it. When you are training, or at least when I'm training my service dog from Summit Service Dogs, to give them a little plug, you put your hands like this and you get them to sit, right? Sit, okay? So I remember this of like A, like you're talking to A, sit, A. I don't know why, that helps me remember. So A is the thumb on the side. S, if you're going to slug someone, right, like with a fist, usually you put your thumb across there if you're making a fist to punch someone. So across the way there, you have the S. E, if you think of your thumb like a carrot and your hands like a little rabbit who's going to nom 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 that carrot, the E is edible. So the E is going to be eaten by the little fingernails on top like a rabbit. So E, you're chewing on your thumb. Okay? Another one that's very specific to Tyler, which might not help other people whose name don't start with a T, but if you had a grandpa or a nono or someone who came and would steal your nose, right? Just like this, with your thumb popping up between your index and your middle finger, this is the T. Okay, so this is the symbol, the hand signal for the letter T. Useful if your name starts with a T. Not sure how those whose name don't start with a T are going to remember it. They'll have to find their own way. Maybe it's a tea bag sticking up in a cup. I don't know. Not a good one. Anyways, I thought those were really interesting. Figured I would share, and I'd love to hear from you. What languages do you speak, and what other kind of little tricks or tips have you learned along the way? Quirky ways of remembering fun languages. Anyways, I wish you all the best. We'll chat soon. Thanks.